We, us Riven mains, we are living in a dark place right now. Riven keeps on being nerfed over and over again. Her popularity is dropping down insanely hard. Her win rate of the average elo is dropping down. People are starting to complain everywhere. Some other people are starting to lose many games right now, while other people have stopped playing Riven completely. The point that I want to get to is that Riven is still Riven. No matter what changes to this champion, as long as she keeps her kit, she is still Riven. So I understand if some people are quitting Riven to play other champions, because she is not in a good place right now, because she isn't just getting nerfed, but all the other champions that counter her are being buffed. I'm talking about Renekton, I'm talking about the endless scaling Jax, and I'm talking about many other champions. The thing is that worlds are coming and Riot had to do something to the overpowered Riven, and this was the one way to fix it once and for all. With all of these things being said, this doesn't exactly mean that Riven is unplayable. She is still very playable and you can definitely still carry games with her. That's why I'm bringing this video to you guys today for 5 tips that every Riven main should know to just play her as good as she did before. Bringing you guys to the very first tip out of the 5 is to roam a lot. As you guys can see in this clip, I went roaming to the mid lane and I've got this very easy kill, which otherwise I would have never got. In some of the games that you will play, sometimes you will not have easy kills like this one. Sometimes it's gonna take a little more to get those kills, but Riven is one of the champions which truly excels at roaming to other lanes. Having all these dashes with all of these stuns, with all the damage, this is what makes Riven the perfect champion to roam around. In the current patch that we are living in today, Riven has got a lot of counters, and that's the problem about Riven at the moment. So the one thing that you want to focus on is roaming as much as you can. If you have a very bad matchup, focus and try to get kills somewhere else. That's the one key to success in this game. In this clip that we are watching right now, I've just gone back to base and I've had my TP up. I saw the great opportunity to go bottom, use my TP there, and as you guys can see, I've just got 2 kills for free. Moving forward with the exact same clip just a little bit, I just passed through the dragon and I saw a big fight happening in the mid lane. So I took my chances and we were taking him down together. So that just got me another free kill again, just by doing the same thing which I've done 2 minutes ago. Just roaming and using your TP has just got me a free pass to carry this game. Moving forward just a little bit more with the exact same clip, since we have taken down bottom together as well as the mid lane, my jungler had a free pass to go to the top lane and dive the Jax together. This results in all of the lanes winning at the exact same time, just with the play which I've made. Going out of your way to roam to other lanes using your TP as well as walking up to them, this is something that many of the pro players do to carry their games. But one tip, one big advice which I always tell everybody on my live stream is to keep your TP up at all times. Having your TP up at all times and using it as little as you can for your own lane will result in many free kills and many ways to carry the game. The biggest issue about top lane is that it's very hard to roam to other lanes, so TP is being played by everyone because TP is what allows you to go to other lanes. This is what is going to carry you in the top lane. My next biggest advice is to use the practice tool as much as you can. It doesn't matter if you're a gold player or a diamond player, because I've seen Riven mains which have played about 500 games and still are bad at the champion. The honest truth about Riven is that she has no limits. The better you get at the champion, the better your rank is going to be. That's literally what this champion is about. My next best advice to give you guys is to pay more attention to the way how you play your team fights. As you guys can see in this team fight, everything was going the wrong way. So I backed off right here, because if I didn't back off, I'd even give them more gold, which leads them to coming back in the game. Sometimes you don't even have to start team fighting. Sometimes all you have to go and do is get one single pick, and that could lead your team towards winning the game. If you do have to fight in team fights, however, I always recommend you guys to keep your flash at all costs. Your flash is going to be key towards killing the enemy backline. But if you don't have your flash, and if you cannot make that chance to get out their backline out, then there's still many options you have. First of all, if your ADC is super fed, you can actually go and protect your ADC from whatever gets close to him. You will basically one-shot that. The same thing goes for protecting your APC. They can carry you a lot of games. Flashing in on the enemy team to get the backline out is the first option. The second option is to protect your ADC or your APC, but then you also have the third option, and this is something that many of the Riven players do a lot, and that's to flank the enemy team from behind. Starting a team fight by flanking from behind, this is something that Riven truly excels at, and this is what makes Riven win most of her games. Flanking people from behind gives the enemy team no option but to start a fight and let you get close to their backline. It's something which can be very hard to pull off for some of the people. It also really depends on where they have put their wards and all of the vision and all of that stuff. But once you can make it happen, once you can get there, you can truly win a teamfight extremely hard. My next biggest advice is to set up your lane for ganks. Riven is a really good champion for setting up ganks because Riven has a ton of dashes and many ways to stun and all of that stuff, and this is what makes her such a great champion for freezing lane and setting up ganks. Another thing that you should know is all of your Riven limits. You should exactly know how much damage you deal and what it takes to take somebody down. In this clip that we are watching right now, we are playing Riven against the new reworked Pantheon, and I was actually playing with magic resist runes. I knew that I was weaker against Pantheon because my runes were really messed up. But because I knew the limits of how far I can go with Riven, I've got a very easy and a very simple kill on Pantheon. This is a very important skill which is never truly mastered by anyone because everybody is playing with different runes, a different setup, a different build, and that's pretty much it for every single game. But you can get to a point where you can kind of know exactly how much damage you deal. It won't always be that one thing that you got in your head, but as long as you know exactly of how the matchup goes and like what kind of damage he can deal, then you can really get far in this game. Nobody is really perfect at this skill because even the rank 1 player of a certain region, whether it's E-West or Korea or the NA server, people that are rank 1 are still having trouble seeing that stuff because nobody is perfect, nobody is able to know the exact numbers. But what you can do is trying to perfectionize that skill as much as you can. My last type of advice, and honestly, I don't even know how many tips or how many types of advice I've gave you guys already. I think I've gave like 6 of them already. But anyway, getting to the last very advice is to never give up and keep playing every single day. Keep playing and try playing as much Riven as you can. Take a look at it as another way, as if you are in school and you have to learn something. In order to learn something, you have to practice every single day. Every single day, every single hours, you will have to play and try and get better. This is the absolute way how people get better at this game and also getting better at Riven. It's by all the time that you play this champion and all the time that you play this game. The more you play, the better you get, and this is what it's very much been for many years. Except some people can get better at this game by just playing 20 to 30 games, while some other people can only get better at this game by playing 1000 games in a row. People are different, and that's something that you should know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I think I've gave already more than 7 tips or 7 type of advices already. So thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. If you are looking for a Hido stream, do not forget to check out my stream, guys. I am streaming a lot. Same thing goes for my Discord server, guys. If you guys are looking for a nice and friendly Discord server, do not forget to check it out, guys. I am there a lot. And I guess I'll see you guys down in the comments right below. I'm gonna try to read everything. But anyway, thank you guys for being here, and I'll catch you guys up in the next video and also the next stream, man. Peace.